The driver merely lowered his head briefly while driving, but when he looked up again, he discovered every vehicle on the road had vanished. At first, he paid it no mind, yet as the bus approached the terminal, passengers realized not a single soul remained on the streets, as if everyone in the world had disappeared. Even more eerie was this: when they tried to call for help, their phones lost all signal, as panic set in. Jack, seated in the back, stood up. He explained that while passing through a tunnel, he had merely blinked once, and the truck driving beside them vanished abruptly. The passengers grew agitated, for they too had blinked at that moment, and never saw the people on the street again. Hearing this, Jack reached a terrifying conclusion. They had been involved in a car accident in the tunnel. They might all be dead now. The passengers were stunned by this revelation, though it remained mere conjecture. To uncover what truly happened outside, they decided to exchange phone numbers and return to their respective homes. If no one answered, they would gather the next day to devise a plan. Yet from the moment they stepped off the bus, a series of eerie events began to unfold. Alan walked home with Annie along the way, but just then, he noticed a figure in black staring at him. This startled him, yet when he blinked, the shadowy figure vanished. This made Alan sense something was terribly wrong. Remembering his girlfriend waiting at home, he hurried toward her place, but at that very moment, the four students also encountered something bizarre. They had just returned to their dormitory when one of their classmates suddenly turned deathly pale and began convulsing on the sofa. Terrified and at a loss, they rushed outside to seek help, but after searching for a long time, they saw no one. Finally, they had no choice but to return to the dormitory. Yet, the moment they pushed open the dormitory door, they discovered that the classmate had melted away. Terrified, they rushed out of the dormitory building to find help. After running for an unknown duration, abnormalities began appearing on their bodies. Large pus-filled boils erupted all over their skin. Soon after, they disintegrated into piles of rubble. Meanwhile, Alan had safely arrived at his girlfriend's home, yet the apartment was completely empty. A thick layer of dust covered the sofa, as if it had been uninhabited for years. But he clearly remembered his girlfriend calling him from home that very morning. Just as Alan was trying to make sense of this, his phone, which had been dead, suddenly rang. At that exact moment, everyone on the buses received the same call.
Why?
Instantly, they sensed something was terribly wrong. Jack, seeing this, quickly messaged them, arranging to meet daily at a specific restaurant. Early the next morning, they rushed to the restaurant to discuss a plan. What they didn't know was, a man in black was watching them from outside.